Hockey Nation fans, welcome back to the Hockey Nation live show, late edition with Coach Frenchy in the booth and Michael Devellano directly from the West Coast, California. Welcome back, Michael. Um, we still have one more game to go now. It is what it is, and we talk
I
about the team resilient, the team never give up, and we have to give them credit. At the
oh
end of
my
the
God,
day,
yeah,
you know what I mean? The maybe the first period OT was not really good for them, but they still
terrible.
hang there. And at the end of the day, I cannot ask her more. Whatever happening now for the rest of the series, you know what? We have
Bonus.
it's just exactly, and then they deserve it. They're working hard. They came back after 2-1, a goal at the 2-2 with Joe.
Yeah, I was like, ooh, that might be it.
Yeah, you text me. You told me
Yeah,
that may be over,
I
and
thought
they came back, and then finally a second OT for
Pavelski though.
what I mean, for um, Corey Perry, second goal of the night, and amazing goal right there, and a rebound, and he's just fighting for the puck, and he got it, and
He just like did a little steer of the puck and
yeah,
curled it in, like classic Corey Perry there in front of the net. Like, how many times have you seen him do that?
yeah, 923 and assist by Klember. It was a great shot for the blue line. And we mention all the time Seguin cannot score, but yeah, but still have two more assists
He
tonight.
played well.
He played a very good game tonight.
Well, I'm glad to see the coach made an adjustment a couple days ago, and it's paid off. Like Corey Perry's production now suddenly is a thing, right? And
Yeah, you have to go. You know what? Dallas also, it's not an excuse, but still, they don't play with three, with full line. They don't play with the bottom six right there. Maybe one
it's
of the top
crazy.
six. You know what I mean? Roop, Ends is out, Blake Como is out, and Radek Faxa is not played.
Well, and
So,
those are big losses. I mean, if they had even Henson would be amazing. Like,
yeah, no, definitely, it was there. At the end of the day, Tampa's fight tried to go there. Could have been, whatever we don't like his style, whatever
oh, he
it's like
fights, he battles, right?
he still
He got lucky.
big save at the second
Yeah,
period, OT on the I think it was a tip or something. I think it was Tyler Johnson. I could be wrong on that
got
one.
like the toe on the Tyler
Yeah,
Johnson
yeah,
thing.
yeah, exactly. On that one over there, Tampa don't think they not tried. They gave everything they
Oh
have.
yeah, they were.
Um, Unfortunately, it was the second game back to back, and you can see at the second period, everybody was
Tired.
tired. It was
They were
20
tired.
second shift, 30
Yeah.
max 20.
And they were making little stupid mistakes on both sides. Dallas was looked rough. I mean, they were throwing the puck away constantly. I wasn't sure what was going on there.
They have a
Gurianov, I loved when he had that little breakaway. Like, man, he can fly.
They have a great Tampa could win the first OT. Dallas didn't do anything. They was
I
just trying
agree.
to survive. They have only two shots versus seven. Let's go a little bit more about the stat during the game. We have 41 shot versus 33, 51-49 face off for Lightnings. Power play. Listen, exactly what we said this morning. The only thing we are wrong for me is like I took Tampa win the game, but if if Dallas no penalties, if they don't give away puck a lot and they play more structure and
Yeah.
hopefully the first line showing up, they have more
Yeah.
chance like Klember and Eskinen. They have more chance and that's the result of the game tonight. They have
Totally.
only one penalty on the box, and they have 0-2 for Dallas, 0-1 for Lightning on power play. And the last three games, two game at least, Lightning scored 2 and 3 goals each game, and they win by 1 goal usually. So that's the big fun. Hit 64-57. Block Dallas.
Oh my God, some of the block shots were crazy.
They have 33, Michael, against 18 only.
Who had the one off the knee?
Yep. Yeah, it was
What?
Jen Mark, if I can recall that one over there.
The Janmark?
Yeah, it was John Mark. And the giveaway for 5 period is 24 for Lightning and 23 for Dallas. That's the first
So,
time since
so
that's
high too, though. It's like,
no, it's 5 period, Michael.
oh yeah, yeah, that's why.
Yeah, and the second thing, that's the first time Dallas have the 23. If you talk
A
about
lot.
it's not a lot for 5 period.
Yeah,
Usually
not
they
for
are
five
there
periods,
for
but
360 minutes.
that's
So,
true. I got
you
to
know,
remember it's like a game and a half,
yeah.
so or
So I
more.
think at that moment it was good. First period, Corey Perry scored his fourth of the playoff on the pass for Seguin and Oleksiak at
He's such a
17:15.
horrible.
17:53. So after one period, it was 1-0 for Dallas. The show was almost the same, 10 versus 8. I think it was the first time for at least for the last four games, Dallas have a great first period and they can compete with Tampa because Tampa the first last three games they was overshooting everything like that and that showed a little bit what happening. The second period again it was 13-6 for Tampa and then we saw a goal of Palat. I think we talk a lot about
Great
Kucherov,
play.
we talk about Point, we talk about Edmund, but I think
He's
Palat,
played great.
you know what I mean? It's another thing. Of course, the first line score, Kisharov and Point.
26 assists for Kucherov.
Yep, yep, amazing that part over there. So, after two
Insane.
periods, the score was 1-1. It was 23 shot versus 14. And then finally, Dallas came back the third period, 13 shot versus 7 from Tampa. And then we got two goals on that period, one for each team. And I thought at that moment, you're absolutely right when you text me, Michael Sergachev, not a rookie, but a young 20, 21 maybe, score his third of the
Yeah,
playoff
he's a little older now, but
on the point. Brendan Point, his second point of the game.
yeah,
And
22.
at 3:38, 2-1, I thought that moment it was over. Oh, I thought it was like,
Yeah, because it was so tight and
yeah.
they looked tired. Like they were both exhausted.
To be honest with you, the next 8 minute or 9 minute following that goal, Dallas was just fighting. Like they was not trying to go. They could not do
They
anything.
looked
By
like they
the
had
way,
nothing.
if you remember, they got a power play about 11 minutes or something like that,
Yeah.
and they did not do anything on power play. They could not cross the blue line. If you remember that
Yeah, they
one
were
over there,
struggling.
until the last 10, 20 seconds of the power play, and finally they come back and at 13:15. Um, the U.S. born player Joe Pavelski. Now he's the first player in the USA have the most goal in a NHL history and playoff with 13. Listen, 13 goal for Joe Pavelski. If I can call it, he's 36 years old.
No, I mean, I think first of all, I was shocked in the offseason when San Jose did not re-sign him. He signed for 3 years, and you could see when he signed that the anger in his eyes. I mean, and he had so much success in San Jose, and he's their captain, and he had 37 goals. And it's not like his play has dropped off. So I think he was on a mission. Corey Perry had injury problems and has really looked like he was done. But if you know that guy, he's very competitive. Everything is a fight for him. And he's kind of like not my favorite personality, but man, he's annoying to play against. Like he wants to win and he'll steal your baby and kick your mother and do whatever to do it. And you see that, like he's a junkyard dog in front of the net. He just annoys people and yeah. So you got to give credit. We said this before, like, I'm like, they've not needed Sagan to score because Pavelski and Perry are on a mission. Like they want to win and they're going to grind it out. I don't think they're going to be able to close the deal, but great job keeping this playing. We got one more game on Monday.
I think one reason why like the salary cap San Jose was difficult with $7 million for Joe Pavelski. When you have
Why? I mean, I think the problem is you can't have two defensemen and spend 20 million on two guys. I thought they overpaid for Carlson. Like the guy's on the downside of his career. Maybe he'll prove us wrong, but I mean, that's your captain.
well, you remember it's not only 20,000, it's 28, $27 million when Mike Edouard Velsic.
Yeah, like it's crazy. It doesn't make any sense. Like,
Yeah, I mean,
and then they lose. Look at how many guys have been in. Goudreau's on Tampa. So you got Pavelski and Goudreau in the final, and meanwhile Anaheim and San Jose can't get a sniff; they can't even get in. So I don't know. They made a lot of mistakes.
at the
Don
end of the day,
Sway and they lost Braun and they lost what was the other defenseman they lost? They lost another defenseman. It was just like, oh well, it is what it is. I mean, I give credit to Pavelski and Perry.
Yep. And I want to, and then finally on OT, 7 shot. I thought at first OT, the first period, Dallas was just existing,
They looked
trying to
terrible.
survive. There was almost
They were like,
draw. Yeah, it was just like, you know what I mean? And then
they
was
were just hanging
7
on.
shot. And then finally, OT2, both team was almost. And remember, this is a back-to-back game. That's the first time, like I think, like 1955 or something like that. I think I have another game in 2009 or something. But although overall, I'm happy about both teams. They're showing up. They give us some great hockey, and we have a game Monday, and we can wait to see game number 6. At that moment, everything could happen. Honestly, we cannot give up. One thing I want to remind you this: what Dallas did very well, Rick Bonus tonight. He gave all his forward balance his line, that the four line or whatever they call it, right? Dowling, uh, Kivirenta, Kuryanov, and Cogliano, they all play, and then Canmano, they all play 19 minutes, Michael. That's pretty good. When you think
Camano too, like out of
usually,
nowhere.
and tonight you'll be surprised. Who you think have the most minute tonight for Dallas forward?
I mean, I saw Pavelski a lot.
He's
I
a
saw,
what? 29 minute, 28.
oh, he
And
was.
Jimmy Ben second, and then Tyler Seguin third. That's the first
Wow.
one. Usually Seguin have most.
Yeah, that's true.
I'll be honest with you, one player who did not impress me tonight from Dallas again. I don't know what's going on. It was Radulov.
He's horrible.
I don't know what's going on with him right now,
He's
but
this. He's
we did not
Pierre.
see
He's
him
what
alive.
he is. He's always the same. Like he tries to make things he does look so. He's working so hard, and he's the type of guy where you've had kids like this. You've had players like this. He's working really hard on the back check. He's working really hard on the forecheck. He's making it look, and he never wins. Or
I
he'll
know.
get the puck and he throws it to the other team. Like it was late in the game, and I think I text you again. I'm like, here he is making his favorite play, which is he gets the puck and then he's falling and he gives it to somebody, or he has a breakaway and he trips and falls. And I'm like, that's a penalty. Like you look on rerun, there's no penalty. Nobody touched him.
Yeah. On the flip side, Dallas played with 4D, Michael, 33, 37, 38, 38.
Wow.
Compared to Tampa, Tampa have an average of 26, 27 minutes for 4D, and then 36 for Edmund and 31 for McDonough. So you can see the balance of 6D
I saw Alexiak a lot.
for Tampa. And the only thing I would say to you where they struggle forward, Pocket, Marin, and the young kids took the place of Steven Stankos again, Chris Verhage.
Carter Verhage, yeah.
Yeah. So three of them, Michael, to play only 12 minutes. It's
Oh,
not
really?
a
That's
lot. It's
interesting.
not a lot. So they play really well on three line, honestly, and they play again. The first line was always there, and I think they play a lot tonight. Gord, Coleman, and Goodrow, honestly. It was a great game at the end
It
of
was
the
a great
day.
game. I mean,
Both,
it's they're getting tired, but
could,
and
to be
Heiskanen,
honest with you, the only
can't
thing.
believe Heiskanen's got 20 assists.
Yep.
Man, they got like a star there. Like
I just
no
want to
matter what.
finish this. Like every time could have been go out of the net.
Oh my God.
It's like I don't know what he does. Like,
Well, first of all, he never stops the puck rimming around the back. He goes out and it always makes it around.
and you know what? Who is the most less nervous? It's himself. like him. Like, hey, don't worry.
I yelled at him twice. Get in the net, you idiot. Do you want to lose the Stanley Cup this way?
Don't worry. I control everything. One
All
time
right.
he missed the puck. The puck go to McDonough or Sergachev on
Oh
the
my
board.
God.
It was not back in the net. So it was like,
Did I send you that picture of him?
yeah. So finally,
He's like holding a beer stein. He's sweating. He's
We don't want to. We need to finish close. It's already 12:25.
Yeah.
I have to be at the beach at 6
Oh, okay.
a.m. tomorrow morning. Um, Finish this game. I want to mention the big trade. I want you to announce the trade of the night between Detroit and
Yeah.
New York Rangers.
So Detroit, in an interesting move, acquires Mark Stahl, who's a veteran defenseman, one of the three Stahl, well, technically four Stahl brothers, but three Stahl brothers still playing in the NHL, and a second round pick next year from the New York Rangers. They pick up a year at 5.7 on Mark's contract, so it gives the Rangers cap flexibility, and they send to the Rangers nothing.
But future consideration. So we
Yeah,
don't know it
nothing.
yet what Styles about. The only thing I would say to you on the $5.7 million, you have a signature bonus, and because you got a couple of bonus with you on that, his base salary, total salary is 4.2, and then
I think it's
let's
a good deal. I mean, I was kind of shocked. Like,
yeah, he still kept the cap hit. The cap hit is still at 5.7. So I
so the
think
actual salary is only 4.2.
I think he's what 38,
Three.
34 now is going to be next season.
So he's in 87. Yeah,
Yeah,
33.
so he's 6'4". You have experience. I think that team would just be a good right now. They got. I think for me, it's not about Mark Stahl. It's more about the second round pick right there.
Totally. I mean, Mark Stahl will help them. He's going to be better than Erickson was or Daly, but he's not great at this point. He makes mistakes. He's not a point producer,
Yep.
and they don't care because I think they're not stupid. They're trying to just stay where they are, and they're going to try and get another bunch of picks.
And one more thing about that part of it, right? You still have only 1 year.
That's the thing. It's not long.
He's done next year.
That's why like it's a smart move. Like they get a second pick and
Yep.
they get a useful player that'll help them for a year, and that'll buy them time. If you look at the number of contracts expiring next year, it'll be very easy to protect 3D and seven forwards. And they might bury a guy like Rasmussen, they might bury a guy like Veleno, they might even bury Smith so they don't expose them to Seattle. And then they're in pretty good shape because they've got McIsaac, they've got Sider, they're going to get whoever they got in the draft. They've got 3 second round picks this year. So they're loading up. They're trying to grab people. Lindstrom looks ready, but they might bury him. Oh, hi,
Yeah.
puppy.
So the good thing about for now the flip side, let's go move on to the Rangers before we close it. That gave them now a 20,000 project cap space, 20 million. I'm sorry,
$1 million.
and then
Exactly enough to sign Hall and Peter Angelo.
they have also two goalies, three goalies, and I think now Lundqvist going to something will happen with
I think so.
Henrik Lundqvist. He still have one more year to go,
Yep.
2020, 2021, at $8.5 million. Now
What's the buyout work out to?
a buyout is not there.
Let's look here. Because he's like 75 million, or sorry, it's 88.5 million, and they would have to pay 75%, right?
Yeah, I tried to figure out right now.
Let me look
Essential
it up.
base salary like 8.5.
Okay,
Total
here it is.
salary right now his total salary for the year is 5.5.
Yeah, so I don't think a buyout is gonna work because
I don't
he'll
think
still
so.
have a cap hit of 5.5,
I don't think
but
so.
his cap is at 8.5, isn't it?
Um,
Yeah, so they would save 3 million if they bought him out.
yeah. So my point here is
I
anyway,
think they trade him.
they would trade him, let him
Yeah.
go. They would
Yep.
maybe got money there, whatever it is. But
They
the
don't need
point you
him.
mentioned to us right now about um, I don't think so. They would sign both of them. And I don't think so.
Oh, you mean Detroit?
I don't think so. Taylor I'll fit on Rangers.
Probably not.
And
Doesn't mean they won't try.
if they have to try one, I think Pietrangelo could be a
Oh,
good one.
yeah,
But
because if they get Peter Angelo, the problem. I mean, Truba is not an $8 million defenseman, in my opinion.
no,
So
no,
you live with that, but he's good. He's a top four. He might be a 2 or a 3. But then you got a legit number one, a guy that's the captain, a guy that's won a Stanley Cup, and he's got a chip on his shoulder. And then you got Panarin up front with all those young guys. You got the Zibanejad up there. Like if they decide to I think they should try to sign Strome now. That probably gives them the
Here, I
flexibility.
will say to you this one right now. I will give it to you this one. I think they will not go to R. I don't think so. They will go Petrangelo, but be careful. Tony Crook
I was saying Torrey Krug could be a good,
it could be a great place to play there.
but you got Adam Fox though. That's the problem.
But you have Adam Fox and also D'Angelo over there. They was thinking about him also. But we'll see what happened over there.
Yeah.
You know,
Well,
so,
they're making moves for a reason.
you have something behind we don't know yet, and we'll see what happened on UFA. Great past game tonight, Mike, to be here. Tomorrow, unfortunately, 11 o'clock, I will be out.
I'll be on an airplane probably.
We're going to go back afternoon or late, or not late, maybe tomorrow night, because tomorrow I'm busy until 3 o'clock afternoon.
I'm gonna be in Austin. I'm flying to Austin tomorrow.
Okay, what time are you back in Austin, Texas?
6 or 7.
Okay.
I don't think I have internet.
So anyway, thanks again, Alki,
Thank you.
to be with us for the late edition. Thanks, Michael. Have a great night. Look forward, maybe see you tomorrow. If not, be ready Monday. We have go pick number 6 to pick number 10. We're going to do a resume of our first 5 pick of the NHL Draft Mock 1.0. Have a great night, everybody.
Thanks, guys.